Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
Coincidence? Not this time. Two of China's most beloved stars, Lu Yuning and Song Zuer, just shook the internet with a subtle, stylish, and possibly romantic statement, without saying a single word. But what if I told you this moment might be bigger than we ever imagined? Stay with us, because in the next few minutes, we're diving into the looks, the hints, and the emotional chemistry that fans believe is the ultimate soft launch of a secret relationship. The moment Song Zuer stepped out of the studio gate that afternoon, time seemed to slow. She was not dressed for a premiere, yet every detail felt intentional. A black and white baseball shirt edged with crisp ribbing, light blue denim catching the early summer sun, a cap pulled low enough to whisper rather than shout. She laughed at a passing joke, lifted both arms as though greeting a sky that finally understood her, and the bystander's phone trembling in excitement caught every frame. Hours later, half a city away, Lu Yuning left an arena through a side door. He wore the same monochrome shirt, the same washed denim, the same unhurried confidence that suggested certainty over coincidence. When the two images collided online, continents lit up. Fans placed photos side by side, overlaid collars, counted stitches, matched seams. The symmetry was perfect, and the internet recognized a pattern far deeper than fabric. In Chinese entertainment culture, clothes are never merely clothes. They are dialects of a wordless language, and the couple look is its most mischievous phrase. By choosing identical palettes, Lu and Song drafted a sentence the world could read without translation: "We belong to the same paragraph." What shattered timelines, however, was not the cotton and denim but their demeanor. Her radiant grin felt like an exuberant confession. His steady composure resembled a quiet agreement. Together they created a duet of assurance and anticipation that no stylist could script. For a generation weary of choreographed romance, such candid symmetry felt revolutionary. It promised authenticity, teased possibility, and reminded viewers that sometimes the softest gestures carry the greatest weight in the digital age for millions watching worldwide. That twin wardrobe sparked endless theories, yet, more importantly, reminded audiences that genuine connection can still shine through relentless celebrity noise ever. Matching outfits in celebrity culture often become a footnote in gossip columns. But with Lu Yuning and Song Zuer, the repetition of black and white fabric revealed something more intricate, a carefully tuned dialogue between two people who, until now, had spoken only in a half-sentences of interviews and the fleeting glances of red carpet sidelines. What made their appearance remarkable was not the synchronized palette itself, but the emotional voltage it carried. Song Zuer's quicksilver delight as she swung her arms wide felt less like a publicity performance, and more like the moment someone finally stops guarding good news. The laughter cracked open a window to private certainty. She seemed to know that every flash of a camera would document a claim she was ready to own. Hours later, Lu Yuning emerged in an almost mirror image ensemble, but where her energy had been kinetic, his was composed, even meditative, an anchor to the excitement she generated. That balance turned an aesthetic coincidence into a shared signature. In East Asian entertainment, the unspoken often outweighs the proclaimed, and clothing is a medium capable of carrying coded messages across language barriers. A couple look is a declaration written in the grammar of symmetry, choice of color, matching silhouettes, ironed lines, subtle parallels announcing a private alliance. Here, the nuance lived not only in what they wore, but in how they inhabited those outfits. Song's buoyancy broadcasted the rush of someone stepping into light. Lu's steadiness answered with the assurance of someone prepared to stay there. Together, the two performances intertwined like melody and bassline, separate yet mutually sustaining. Viewers sensed a rhythm that can't be manufactured by stylists, a rhythm that usually surfaces only when two lives have begun to tune themselves to each other's frequency. That instinctive harmony is why the photographs raced beyond fandom borders and into mainstream conversation. People are starved for moments that feel genuine in an industry notorious for orchestrated rumor. By leaning on fashion's subtle vocabulary rather than issuing press statements, the duo allowed the public to participate, to decode, to feel the thrill of discovery rather than the fatigue of another staged reveal. The resonance lay in recognition. Every audience, whether in Seoul or Seattle, understands that real closeness almost always declares itself softly first, through the small, confident gestures two people dare to share before the world hears them say a single word aloud. Long before the matching shirts ignited comment threads, scattered moments have been hinting at an undercurrent between Lu Yuning and Song Zuer, moments so subtle they slipped past even the most diligent fans until hindsight stitched them into a clear pattern.
Think back to the film festival red carpet last winter.
Reporters praised the color story of the night, yet only later did viewers recognize that Lu's charcoal suit contained a delicate white pinstripe, a near shadow of the ivory silk panel floating through Song's gown a few steps behind him. The camera caught their brief eye contact, a spark tucked into a sea of flashbulbs, but the footage was filed away as etiquette rather than chemistry. Weeks later, during a live stream intended to promote Lu's new single, a fan's innocuous question, "Which co-star inspires you the most?" turned his composure translucent. The ordinarily unflappable singer reddened, grinned, and dodged. He muttered a single name, Zuer, then drowned it beneath nervous laughter. Audiences typed their theories, yet the moment faded under the algorithm's churn, archived as nothing more than an entertaining blush. Song returned the volley during a magazine interview recorded in early spring. Asked to describe her ideal collaborator, she answered with a smile too knowing to be casual, someone who has a mysterious charm and a surprising steadiness. The interviewer moved on, but the footage, replayed now, feels like an encrypted confession spoken in plain sight. Even their travel itineraries, once seen as coincidence, tell a more intimate story. Social media users tracking airport galleries now recall how Lu landed in Chengdu on the very evening Song's drama wrapped nearby, an overlap disguised as scheduling efficiency. Similarly, the trenchcoat incident, a beige cascade on her shoulders, a near-identical cut on his days later, seemed a seasonal trend until the shirt episode reframed it as rehearsal. Insiders tried to signal what lenses missed. A stylist on a historical drama whispered that the pair communicated in half-smiles and unfinished sentences, an ease that radiated beyond the monitor. At the time, it read like polite praise. Under new light, it reads like testimony. Each fragment, blush, glance, fabric, flight, was a syllable. Only now, placed side by side, do they form the first full sentence of a story that might have been unfolding in silence all along. On bustling sets where instructions fly and lights blaze, most co-stars rely on dialogue to stay in rhythm. Yet Lu Yuning and Song Zuer have long moved through the same space as though they shared a private frequency. Camera operators recall moments between takes when the room still hummed with chatter, but the two of them hovered in a hush of their own making. He would lift an eyebrow, she would respond with the faintest tilt of the chin, and somehow a blocking adjustment was completed before the assistant director uttered a word. A boom mic operator swears he once saw Song step forward to brush imaginary dust from Lu's sleeve. He answered not with thanks but with a soft breath of amusement, as if a ritual had been observed rather than a favor granted. That intuitive choreography extended to the recording studio, where Lu tracked a duet for a period drama. Engineers remember Song arriving unannounced, settling behind the glass with a thermos of ginger tea. Lu's vocal takes tightened visibly, his usual 4 retakes shrinking to 2. When he stumbled on a high note, she mouthed the lyric back at him, slow and deliberate, and the next take landed like silk. Nobody called it coaching, nobody needed to. Later, when she filmed a night scene in sub-zero wind, crew members noticed a packet of self-heating hand warmers tucked into her costume pocket. They appeared again the following evening. Prop staff checked inventory, they were never on the call sheet. What grips observers is not grand gesture but the ease of reciprocity. Her bursts of quick laughter find echo in the quiet lift of his shoulders. His measured diction seems to sharpen her spontaneity rather than dampen it. Together they form a counter-melody, each compensating for the other's pauses, each leaving deliberate space for the other's flourish. A junior stylist describes it as watching two pianists share the same bench without ever colliding. Even seasoned managers, hardened by years of fabricated chemistry tours, confess to feeling disarmed. The bond appears neither rehearsed nor revealed by accident. It unfolds the way twilight bleeds into night, incrementally, inevitably, almost unnoticed until the sky is entirely transformed. To the people who see it firsthand, the silence between Lu Yuning and Song Zuer is not empty. It is charged, articulate, and more persuasive than any public declaration could hope to be. The real magic here isn't just in black and white threads. It's in what they represent. Balance. Unity. Boldness without words. They're not just matching outfits. They're matching energies. Matching directions. Maybe even matching futures? Some fans are already calling this the softest hard launch in C-drama history. And the best part? It doesn't feel manufactured. It feels genuine. Like a quiet celebration between two people who finally feel safe being seen, together. Could we see them on a variety show together soon? Maybe a behind-the-scenes vlog from a shared project? A sneaky selfie from a vacation spot? Whatever comes next, one thing's clear. We're watching something real blossom, and we're all in for the ride. If you felt the connection like we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Update X24H, your go-to source for real-time stories, heartwarming celebrity moments, and all things buzzing in Asian entertainment. Got a theory? Drop it in the comments below. We're reading everything. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and remember, sometimes love speaks loudest in silence.